Hi Seoul Webfest, I'm Viviana Di Capua, an independent filmmaker, and I am the creator, writer and director of Red Velvet Revolution. Thanks so much for having us in your selection.
Hi, my name is Nikolai Vakiev and I play the YouTube star Dion.
Hi, I'm Sonera Angel and I play Vivian, or Shiori as she goes by.
Hello, my name is Amelia Johannesson and I play Rose Gardner.
Hi everyone, my name is Matisse and I played Rem.
I'm Valentin Duchinov. I'm also making music with Vistok, which is experimental electronic music, and I was the soundtrack composer for Red Velvet Revolution.
Hello Webfest 2020. My name is Bill Bossert. I'm executive producer of Red Velvet Revolution. Thank you so much for having us here.
Red Velvet is a sci-fi web series about an organization called the Lifemakers Corporation that control people's lives. The story itself is a small piece of a big puzzle, since we are introduced just to this small unit of life makers, Unit A99, formed by Alan, Vivian or Shiori, and Faye, who control the life of Dion. Soon we found out there are wreckers coming from a mysterious island called Nympheo, who want to bring the Lifemakers Corporation down and expose its manipulative and self-serving nature.
And Dion was one of the victims. His dream is to be an actor, but he was kind of forced into this life of becoming an entertainer through YouTube. And he's not very happy with his position, but...
Look, we know that Dion wants to be a real actor and that he's not happy making these stupid videos.
He doesn't remember joining the Lifemakers as well. And yeah, now he's just sort of being controlled by this organization.
Do you remember?
You know?
Shiori in the sort of first season is really struggling to find herself, and then by the second season she's accepted herself as Vivian. And I think that was one of the biggest challenges of filming this, is showing how much had changed when we were off screen and managing to make that a believable and realistic journey.
I'm not used to not arguing with you. What happened?
Stop trying to impress Faye every 3 seconds. You dropped your Spanish phase, you stopped pretending to be Japanese.
You know, you were showing that this was the same character, but that they had been through a lot of development in the time that we hadn't seen them.
Rose is a resourceful dreamer who never gives up when she's fighting for a better world for us all to live in. Rose was such a joy to play. Like, she could seem a bit unpredictable, but in the end you sort of realise that she is a few steps ahead of everyone else, and it was quite fun to play with that.
I knew you'd come.
Glad to see you're always 2 steps ahead.
One thing we can both agree on.
My character was the recruiter for this organization. Someone can write out the perfect life for you. The perfect job, the perfect house, and most definitely the perfect boyfriend. I had so much fun, along with everyone else, making this series. As my character, I had an opportunity to be mean and evil and patronizing, which some would say I'm very good at in real life as well, and I am working on that right now.
Do you want to become a soul reaper?
Soul Raper.
I never once denied the dark side of life making. I'm not a hypocrite.
It was 2010, my second year at university. I was studying for the summer session, and I found myself obsessed by this idea that even if we believe we are in control of our life, we are not. It was really frustrating to think that what we want or what we believe we want is often the result of a chain of external stimuli that have nothing to do with our true self and our true desires. From this, the idea of Lifemakers was born. In 2018, I made a zero-budget pilot. Kazam, the fantastic actor who played Alan, was a great help when I was adapting the script from Italian to English. The filming of the pilot happened with no money at all, in a 15 square meter studio flat. thanks to the commitment of these wonderful, talented actors, especially Nick, Emilia, Sonera and Kazam. After I raised £1,000 through the crowdfunding campaign, we filmed the whole series with the help of Riccardo Cavani, who became our cinematographer.
Altogether, like filming and being on set with the cast and everyone that was there to help out was just a lot of fun, and every single day was exciting and it was always challenging.
But it was really rewarding to be able to sort of connect with the same people in different ways and explore the new dynamics that created.
One of the things that I think I loved most about being on Red Velvet Revolution was just being on set all those days with the amazing cast and crew.
We were very lucky to find a very good cast and very passionate actors, especially our main director, Vivian, who's the most passionate out of all of us about this project.
And she made us all feel so welcome and wanted, and when she was watching us act, like at times she'd even burst out crying because she was so moved by how we portrayed our characters, which of course is the ultimate compliment to get as an actor. So
it was also fun to introduce new characters and have them come in, like Kay's character come in and interact, you know, because he'd been talked about in the first season and then he got to actually make an appearance. So
Hey, I met my boyfriend because of Tinder, and neither of us were looking for sex.
Again.
We are well aware of your and Valentin's love story.
The last two romantics on Earth.
Tell me you don't believe that bullshit.
Bullshit.
We are selling people's dreams to the corporate machine.
there were challenges, but they were always sort of delightful challenges, I would say.
Now, we filmed Red Velvet with a micro budget, meaning there was almost no money except for the absolutely essential things that you need to create.
Because of the non-existent budget, I prepared myself to compromise on many technical aspects, but I did my best to show the characters as real as possible, without too much drama. Most of the time, I wanted to stage the human constraint, having inhibition painted on the characters' faces, somehow going in the opposite direction of drama. I enjoy when there is something unsaid and the audience have to recollect pieces of the story in an unusual way. So I give myself the permission to proceed in that direction, to experiment and to see the final result.
It was a lot of fun to work on this project because I thought that being this movie a sci-fi story, I can use my skills, which is in electronic music, to create like this narrative, which is futuristic, kind of creepy, kind of hopeful, so that it kind of merges with the story and create another layer of another story, I suppose.
My role as executive producer was twofold. One was to stay out of the creative personnel's way. Viviana is her own artistic mind. As executive producer, I think we should all stand by our artists 100% to make sure their vision is fulfilled as best as we can provide. One of the most important things revolving some of these small indie projects like Red Velvet Revolution is actually promotion and how to get the show, your work, your art out into the real world. It's not the most glamorous or fulfilling part of the operation when we're creating something, but at the end of the day, it is almost as important as the art itself. Some words of advice: while budgeting for your creation, make sure you have proper budgeting for promotion, because as good as your product might be, or as polished and professional and well done as your product might be, if you haven't left room for promotion, unfortunately, no one will be there to see it.
We got in touch with streaming channels asking if they were interested in showing our series, and we received some positive responses. We ran campaigns on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. We tried to establish a real connection with our audience.
The web series is actually on YouTube and it's all for free. You're more than welcome to go watch all of them.
The series is also available on the Fantasy Network, Recursor TV, Wire Network and Dataron TV. In the future there will be more seasons of Red Velvet Revolution with a higher budget. However, at the moment I'm focusing on my 3D studies, and my next project is a sci-fi short film set at the end of the 19th century, and it gives me the opportunity to talk about a different kind of mass control. Once again, I thank the Seoul Web Festival for this opportunity. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you all stay safe.